Yes? What do you want to know? What's there to say? It's the cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the industrial harbor. Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of somewhere in your mind hangs a dark green blackboard. There are two columns. One says, cases solved. The other, confirmed kills.
Well, technically, the official record keeper has been known to double count.
A common accounting gimmick used to inflate precinct stats.
I'm good enough for this case. I'm not here to compete. I came because I had to. My fellow officers, the sergeants in particular, would have made this scene. Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares.
The rows are endless. Jean Vicmer, Judith Minot, a special consultant. What was his name? Then the rows degrade into green nothingness.
I bet you do. The 41st is known to kill people. Often. If you could only find your gun. Was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? If not, we should... Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to slight Precinct 57. Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing...
I've considered it. It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofitable. I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martin. I am the finest of nothing. Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise. Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation. What do you want? That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical end.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually,
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents. No.
the lieutenant nods.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
Are they?
You could use a good, normal peer yourself.
What do you mean? I have no idea.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
What? Think?
The lieutenant produces. We all have our... You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to you.
Good. Let's change the subject.
Kuno's got this!
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is...
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy, Kuno! Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the...
Love it in the dick!
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to... The kid is obviously high.
shits himself.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno is not a gardener.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't... You will see.
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
Fuck no! Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got. Kuno's Kuno, pig.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Yeah, Kuno's in a fucking gang. In a bang gang. Kuno
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Help! He's dick...
Escalate, Kuno! He's
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody...
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
Help! Mister, he's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, fucking logical! Help! No!
The nearly psychopathic way they could slip in and out of the act implies you're not the first.
No one? Kuno's doing this because...
This is where Kuno establishes dominance. Over change of plan. You can't let that happen. It will make things harder now.
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
Look...
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that... I'm gonna fuck that Kuno...
Relax. He can't read your... There's a dead body, remember. That's what you were doing here. You're a cop on a case.
I can. Kuno can smell that. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut his shit down. You're nothing! You're a joke to Kuno!
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with...
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
You don't talk to me about my fucking peeper! You don't know where I come...
Okay. Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your...
Click, 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 click!
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S. Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life. Like she came up with that psychopathic scheme all in all. Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about!
She puts extra stress onto that word, expecting it will make you uncomfortable.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up.
It's okay. The pig's trying to pit us against each...
That's it. You let him off the line. That was a bad...
Try to fuck my Kuno! Try to fuck my Kuno away! Me and Kuno are tight. We ride for life.
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed? Fuck does Kuno know?
The lieutenant takes...
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
Dunno. Keep that gardener...
Kipped is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Erie Opagite descent. It used to be a common...
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno...
Yeah. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March? Fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil a few weeks before planting something. Maybe she was prepared. Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like...
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Shitload pig.
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them.
The usual being. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Or...
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. Shoot that shit at Kuno. Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
he's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the probably climbed. You heard Kuno. Kuno, I don't know. Mesk or...
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp.
Yeah. Kuno...
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
Just a couple of pigs.
Yeah, you tell...
Looks like you're a fagari now. Whatever that means. The
Fuck are you talking about?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing?
You hear the lieutenant hum.
You're testing...
Get lost,
You were too pushy last time. Just look. While Kuno has no problem being near you, she came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But
Fuck you!
she puts...
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane.
Stop talking to him!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her so she can't read his lips.
Fuck no, she's not me sister. She's just... Yeah, she was...
What was that, Kuno?
She was in the hallway. Dripping wet. By the fuck, Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno. Kuno means she killed someone.
He's meant everything he said before. But right now, he not only means it, he is sincere.
Killing is serious shit.
488. The criminal code doesn't go...
She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has. I knew you pigs were too naive for this shit.
A cop would be too large for her to overpower. But the creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is Kuno falls...
Kuno, that's it. That's what Kuno is that. Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't. Look, Kuno's gonna put you...
He speaks the truth, my liege.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal. Snuff radio shit.
And he doesn't even want to think about it. This isn't just another boast.
Fuck knows. She says it's the crazy people. The fucking nakis.
It's Suruese. The Suru are an indigenous ethnic minority in the social democratic powerhouse. Vast. You mean evil little red-haired people like her? Sure. Interesting things aren't important. Only your cop.
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's got this shit under control. Listen, listen. See, it's Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C. You fuck with...
This is what it all comes down to.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand? Alright, now we can do business. Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Oh, don't hook him up with shit!
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect... Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hooking and shit. You can even fuck back in Kuno's kingdom. That fucking pile of eternite. It's a secret door, okay? Just pull it up and you can fuck into Kuno's shack. Kuno doesn't fucking...
发现警察对我做奇怪的事情。
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck about it? You're testing Kuno.
Get lost!
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it? Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to... Fuck does Kuno know?
The lieutenant.
It's a trap, Kuno!
Yeah, whatever. Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's gotta throw his dirty popo man. Don't take for fucking ever. Kuno doesn't...
This trash container is locked. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence. We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the...
He might also have information. This... You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles and then accelerated straight into the fence. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there.
You are correct. This is a rather motor...
Somehow that makes you...
Can I help you? Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
Callous? What are you? Krasmazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he killed himself.
What are we talking about? Was this not about the trash container? We should return to the case of your Mr.
What for? Mazov? Are you planning to nationalize my trash container?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please. What thing? Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. They come here in the evenings. Dumb.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up soon.
There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
刚换
Yes
电脑了吗？
没有，手机震两下然后就挂了。震，我跟你说要不要去水上乐园？
那
好吧
你去呗。
王逼说要不要去水上乐园？菲菲不要去，菲不去，那我们就不去。
不过这么热，天在室外好像值得去游泳的地方。哎，你不是说那
Yes
个之前让你去他们家玩吗？说他们不是之前问你要不要去家里玩吗？
A mirror hangs above a bent and broke hot water. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there. As you slow abort, you clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there. And you will... Yeah, there is definitely where to even begin. There is the bloatedness, then the swollen... Behold, you have no idea who this thing is. Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Please stop. It's horrible. Oh my God. You can't... What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? There might have been, 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now. It belongs in the new. The third, things were good. It was smooth sailing. For Revachol, your city. That, if it doesn't rhyme, out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open air, boîte de nuit, somewhere in a... It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe it's like something snaps in you. A nerve ending. A thought just like that. It... The bed is cold and not particular.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
This trash container is locked with a well-oiled don't. Maybe you shouldn't. There is, but you won't. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see milk and egg red. You've done this before. The movements are recorded. A box falls into pieces in your hand. Among the threadbare kitchen towel, as the legs of the slime-covered
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar mark, blue jeans. Pocket, the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there?
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt.
This is a military type overgarment. No label or...
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste.
Alright, we should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
The fuck's he on about, kid?
See? Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are...
The lieutenant nods. It's just organic nothing. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue...
Officer, is that your paperwork? It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? Officer, this is an official piece of paperwork. It probably contains notes on numerous ongoing investigations.
Easier said than done. How could this pathetic cabbage of copy paper and plastic ever become très disco?
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see.
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depict only in its social sensibility. The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal. There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it? It's a metaphor below the pathetics. Terror. Do not look into its blue heart. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to... An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. The surface is interrupted by a silver...
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property. It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp,
Maybe yours will have how many cases?
any capable light with the right wavelength. All RCM vehicles have had lights designed to reveal halogen watermarks.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just...
Okay,
while a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand. They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and out. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are... It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average."
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to... 2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. It's okay. We all make mistakes.
Like a fan of girls, the checkered papers drop. Yes, it appears you employ a title, one might say even. one that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples. Yes, all caps. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a cap, it's going to take an effort to piece these case files together.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene? Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, it's a holdover from the early days of the RCM. Right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one... The man with the hole in his eye. I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
There is, for precisely one more. Once all the tasks are accomplished, sadly, the ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. The lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. He is not really saying anything, just standing there, looking at them. Absolutely motionless at first, then onto the paper with a brash free hand. Get the bod, interview the... It's not exactly poetry, but poetry. A satisfying slash, things to be done and things already done.
No, actually. Any ideas? Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now. Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB. Why, yes, your precinct number, every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB, are you feeling, isn't really probably for the best. Because HDB, it takes about half an hour to piece one together. Using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start? This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 12, cause of failure, rent too high. The mural is enormous. Two silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. True love is possible, only in the next. People call it that thing and that fucking thing. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the belles lettres have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be ripped. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, the 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it, turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people, and it is too late for us. In any case, it appears to have been a rare case of civil activity in the quarter, and agreement as well, aka Leslie and Burke, aka the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk, is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it, it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in Jamrock, know it's unsolvable.
什么用？你说警察用名这个？
You were so drunk, you didn't remember what it was when you signed on. That, or you were high. Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. The only way for Leslie to stop displaying his genitals and for Burke to stop attacking things would be for them to threaten him, fines, dragging them to the station. locking them up in the hellholes they live in. Locking them, it's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH, had more important cases to attend to. No, that's Burke. Leslie's shtick is flashing his genitals. He must have confused it with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on. In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable he came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. Can't get out of his apartment, an invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure, which is also why the officer responsible. Not much has changed in the meanwhile. In the back, you see thin, translucent copier paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out. Accord 3. The topmost are misconduct fines. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to duplicate a dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real, but they appear pleasantly vague. These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time. Yes, all that remains now is the rest of the stinking cellulose. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. Something rattles inside. Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not. With your hands, you 4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of the board. The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, without resistance, 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard. 2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other. Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds familiar handwriting lines. A young woman in her 20s. There is Harry. It begins. You're already. Throw it away, please. Your hand shakes, holding the card. Every morning, every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the you. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs, and you feel the ledger slip from you. No, hold on. To what?
Detective, he said.
What?
There is nothing. Again. Nothing sad, brother. No well, almost not. That's me. Blue eyes, that's me. Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion, here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, because it's always there.
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
Beautiful.
Bloated corpse of the past. Don't prod at it. It will stop. There is no Voyager. You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate.
Yes.
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness. In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitzer.
Drink. Water.
The water is cold, silvery.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on that?
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter.
What happened? Right. You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed? Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactive.
Lonesome, long way home. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side. It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the book. The acidic stench of... Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start.
The dashboard lights up, with the lights unfold with a little click.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just...
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of...
Let me see. Right here. No, it does not.
There are many of them, and they are divided. The first row has 18 dots. Not bad for what? You don't... The next is the longest. It runs all the way around. There are so many, it's hard to count. The last row has... That's it.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as
alpha male officers who are proud.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered? No shame in working a regular job, detective. This next row, the one that wraps all the way... Wow, more than 200. It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there. For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, there are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
The lieutenant nods.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page. To the right.
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago. Well, this might be the last snow we get. Snow has nutrients in it.
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow. Stop looking at her. Look around. What do you see? That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbour gates. This is a great vantage point. Glad to have been of service. Now you know, the locals are keeping tabs on you.
Does Kuno care? The fuck about it? Kuno Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. Kuno's fuck gimps. Look at him. Fucking growth hormone. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too... Kuno kicked that shit in the sea. Rugby style. That shit... Yeah? That shit means no... You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustache. Yeah, cocking boot. You know that jolly? So yeah, he's the one you wanna talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Come on.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also...
Your test...
Get lost!
Yeah, the kingdom of Kuno. The fuck do you want with it? Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. Listen, listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real. Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying...
The lieutenant remains silent. But his expression couldn't say, I told you.
Pig, these are foul modular. Believe it, you need...
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban. Coach physical instrument indoor. They will also make you into an idiot.
Alright, Piggo.
Don't do business!
As you can see, Kuno...
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain.
I can't hear you, Kuno! Speak louder, Kuno!
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tagged. Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno! They're trying...
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the Pope. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno doesn't...
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. The trash collection service? CS Municipal.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I think fugue states are more your forte, officer. Yes?
A thin man is smoking below as you step in, he nods toward the table and says something. It must be his name. Garancy. Garancy, Quebec. Sounds representative. The man puts his cup down and replies something. He smiles. It's almost like music. You see, you immediately feel drawn to the color.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? Yes, I suppose it's